I'm Tosh Stanville McGruder.
I'm Jordan J. Kaplan.
Jordan Proofy Cannon.
I'm Raymond Rainbow Lucia.
So can you tell us a little bit about the matches and what you guys think you did right?
It was a really close game. Same thing as yesterday, pretty much. We had went down the last minute. I mean, it's really hard to take, to be honest. It came down to clutches, which is we felt we were all playing him, and it came down to the end. And just didn't happen.
They were making the plays. And we weren't. Pretty much.
I mean, we tried our hardest, and we had the strats, and we were prepared for the match. I mean, in Search and Destroy, which was the last game type, it really can go any way. Even if the odds are on your side, I mean, a couple seconds is what separated us from them. But we gave it all we had. They clutched it more than we did. We really, we beat ourselves is what happened.
We made mistakes in the last map. I think 4 to 6 rounds they won the last map came down to pretty much clutches, and they made the right choices. They got a bit lucky the last round. He put about 4 or 5 shots on the player. He got around the wall, and he just kept dodging and bought himself some time, and ended up winning it for them. So, I mean, we all played great. I'm happy with my entire team.
I can't be disappointed in second place.
I can't ask for more from my team, to be honest. We just played awesome all weekend. Made it that far, so.
Okay, at this point I'd like to open it up to questions from the media. If you guys can raise your hand and the guys will choose you. Any questions?
So, coming away from this competition, do you think you've learned any kind of new skills and tactics that you're going to implement on gameplay from now on?
We always learn. Every time we hop on a game, regardless if it's a stream or a match, competitive event, we're all experienced players. We all know what we're doing, and every time we get on, we learn. Even after we lost, we were talking about what went wrong. That never changes no matter what you play, and I think that's one of the reasons why we're a team that's on the top.
Are there any kind of specific things you think you might take away?
I think we'll maybe go over certain situational plays. I feel like we came down to the point where last NLG event, which was Dallas, we felt that we were losing Search and Destroy a lot because we were pretty much one-dimensional. We pretty much decided where we were going, and that was it. If that didn't work, then it didn't work. So we transitioned from that through this event. We played a slow-paced game, kind of decide and make the other team kind of get in their heads as to where we were going. And it worked out really well, but I think we need to find in-between plays, which will make us a lot stronger S&D team. And I think maybe certain capture the flag pushes. We didn't lose the CTF before we played them, and they pretty much just sat on the lead all event every time they beat us. So maybe go over situational plays on that.
Yeah, I'm wondering what it's like, waiting around and watching them play while they're warming up against Optic Gaming, and their communications warming up, and they're playing at a really high level. Is it a lot harder to stay in the winners bracket than it is possibly to come potentially back from the losers bracket, because you get so many matches in and you learn so many strategies and get better as the tournament goes on?
To be honest, I was a bowler for my country when I was younger, and most of it was step ladder. And when you come into the finals, you always got to wait for your ones to play. So I think it does affect a bit. It maybe slows you down when you start. As far as shooting and everything else concerned, no. But I think, like you said it right, communication level. It probably takes not the whole game, but it takes a few minutes before it really kicks in and gets into it. But yeah, I don't think it really affected us that much.
Yeah, I mentioned that before the match to my team, that we had to wait around while they finished the loser bracket. So the first few maps, I felt like they were going to be on fire coming in, and we were going to have to catch up until we had to play our game with them. That's kind of why I went back and forth a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely makes a difference. Like in 2011 for MLG Columbus, me and Rambo were actually part of Optic Gaming, and we came from the losers bracket. We ended up winning the event, but we played like 6 straight matches on Sunday. By the time the finals went, we were all on fire, and we 6-0 the other team. So there's definitely some advantages to coming from the losers bracket, such as being warm. And I mean, I'm not going to say that's why we lost, but it didn't help us, that's for sure.
You still got to come to your losers.
Yeah.
We had a lead over as well, so
Yeah.
just making sure us making the plays and playing our game, which we didn't do on the first few minutes. I started picking it up later in the series, but by that point, obviously, it went either way, but it was too late at that point.
Outside of gaming, is there any team building exercises that you guys have done to get better communication, and any moments that you thought were really team bonding moments?
Good question. I mean, we're all from different places. I mean, we all live on different sides of the country, and Ray lives in Canada. So, I mean, whenever we're at events with each other, we try to spend as much time with each other. But outside of that, not really. We have a team house in North Carolina, but unfortunately we all haven't had the opportunity of being there at the same time. But hopefully after this event, we'll try to get some more time together. And I think that definitely makes a difference in the game as far as comfort and being able to communicate properly.
I think it's like you said, it could definitely up our communication as far as doing it in person all the time. There's a big difference you're talking through a mic on your screen at home than talking right next to the person you're talking with. I think the biggest difference is if like kind of like League of Legends, they have their houses. It's being able to go over through gameplay that you already played. It's much easier to do it with the person next to you, saying, "Oh, look at this worked," than doing it over a screen since you're not. It's hard to follow and it's easy to get off track when you do that. So. Definitely getting all of us in the same place for a period of time for practicing this summer is definitely going to be something we're going to be looking forward to.
What are you guys going to do with the money?
Definitely go to the bank, yeah, save
biggest win though for you guys, right? Individually, your esports career, is this the biggest prize purse you guys had?
None of
Yes.
us.
All right.
And I think
Yeah.
because of that, we're all saving it.
Yeah, definitely go to the bank.
Until we win at least one. Then we can splurge a little bit.
Where are you guys looking to make your comeback next event?
I believe the UMG St. Louis is the event we are looking forward to going to. I think that's in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks from now. After that, I believe UGC Niagara, an event that some of us went to last year, which is really fun and well ran. And after that, it's MLG Channel.
Going on, guys. What will you guys be working on between now and UMG the most?
Going back to scrimming, perfecting our game, whatever we did wrong, try to, get it right, make sure we don't make the same mistakes this time. Definitely get more situational play online. I mean, a lot of times, a lot of teams don't scrim S&D because some people don't take it serious. They'll just run at you and just be like, oh, whatever. We blow it off, but we definitely want to go over, get more solid call-outs. I mean, there's some times in the game where we have a guy in a position and we didn't really know how to say, like, where he was at. Kind of throws us off guard sometimes. Other than that, just perfect our S&D game. I feel like our CTF is good. Like I said, we just didn't play our game. Work on our hard points. I feel like we were back and forth with that. It wasn't exactly like us just dominating the entire tournament. So once we fix our kinks in that game plan as well, we should be good.
I think it's definitely, this one was the hardest to prepare for because of the amount of maps that they were to play. I believe the map was around 18 or 17 maps, which is the most out of any event we've ever played. MLG events only have 11, so I mean it's a huge. Those 6 maps, like previous said, callouts, those are maps that used to be used, but we haven't played them since I think the first event, which is UMG Chicago in December or something like that. So I mean, it makes a huge difference, and definitely go over situational search and destroy plays like we answered earlier. Definitely.
So you guys probably see a lot of teams break up after events, things like that. You guys probably play together, correct?
Oh yeah. Even if we didn't place at all, last place, I definitely think like we would have stuck together. It's just it really comes down to we feel that we have a winning team. Any team change that they have, the only good team changes in my opinion is the team changes where a team doesn't feel like they're able to win with the players they have anymore, which is completely not the case in our case. So. I definitely feel we have a strong team, and if we
definitely benefit more from staying as a team. When people break up, you pretty much have to start from square one with new guys. So coming up to the point like last where we pretty much know where everyone goes, like we don't even have to question it. We just do it. We just move. We don't need get in each other's paths. We don't miss shots. We just play together really well. And if we were to leave teams, like I said, you just have to start over with a fresh new pair of guys. So it's better this way. That's really good. Place like it. Not a big deal. we're really sad right now and salty, but you can't be disappointed with second place. I mean, Rico played their game. They played good. They deserved it.
It came down to the wire. I mean, any team could have anyone in that last game. We just
can't ask for anything more than game 11.
We made it really entertaining. Really.
Do you have any advice to any kind of casual COD players about turning sort of professional? Any advice you would offer them? Because obviously you're so experienced.
That's honestly the toughest question. We always talk about it, but it's the hardest to explain. But I just tell my story. The way I started is just playing with friends. Ended up meeting a few that knew about tournaments on game battles. Started playing game battles, playing competitively, and immediately right from there I started getting more interested in MLG. And just want to practice. You got to play 8s with a bunch of your friends. Play costumes, practice the rule set, practice the maps, and the more you play, just like anything else in life, you get better at it.
It's not an easy road. I don't think it's a road you can actually choose. It's kind of like professional sports, as to where you just play it casually when you're younger, and as you grow up, you get into it, and you're like, oh, I'm really good at this. So you keep doing it, and then you start competing. And I think it's pretty much the same thing for everyone in this community, as far as competitive players that are at the top level. It's not something you can wake up one day and just say, oh, I'm going to do.
What was the point you thought, you know what, I'm actually really good? Is there a particular point?
I think we all played game battles and you started dominating those
I
ladders.
played my first professional team. I actually did really well against them. I was just destroying them. And so after they introduced me to starting this sites, I'm like, oh man, I'm down. You mean tell me I can make money now? So, yeah, I'll play. Yeah.
But I'll add on to that. A lot of players think that to be pro, you just have to play a lot, and that's not it at all. It's not getting on and playing 20 hours a day. It's getting on and knowing what you're going to work on today and improving, what your weak points are and trying to improve your individual skill or your team skill. It's just working towards improving yourself. That's really all it is, and learning from the pros.
Any other questions?
For all the people that don't know that's watching this, how long have you guys been playing individually or as professional level?
4 years for myself.
I started playing game adults in 2006, as far as playing for competitive money in 2009.
I've been playing for like 4 or 5 years now, since Call of Duty 4.
And I've been professional since the beginning of 2008.
And where do you guys have achievements so far?
As a
team?
sport or?
Well, we play second.
The curse. The curse.
Then we played what?
We played 5th, 6th at MLG to qualify for this tournament, and that was our first event together. So we're pretty fresh team. These 3 placed 4th at MLG.
Yeah, this is a pretty new team. I've always played for Envy for the past 5 years, but these guys are new additions.
I've been beating Tasha now for a little while.
I've known him quite a few times.
I have this curse where at every Nationals I always get second place. In 2008, 2009, 2011.
Yeah, I was looking more for the entire Envy.
Now this one. I have 4 Super Bowl second places.
We'll get you that ring soon.
So, no ring yet.
I apologize if this has been asked already, but what do you guys see for the future of Call of Duty as an esport? And esports in general?
It's growing. I mean, we heard numbers for Steam 130K or something. That was more than the LCS this week.
We've been here since the beginning of the rising of COD, so I mean to see where it started and where it is now
It's incredible.
Compare.
So it started with 60 teams competing online through qualifiers to lead up to 1 tournament a year for NLG, which was all online because the Call of Duty games prior didn't support LAN. But recently, NLG event had 200 plus teams, which is unheard of for Call of Duty. So I mean, we can't ask for more from Treyarch and Activision for actually putting stuff up like this. We're super supportive of them, that they're super supportive of us. So we're super happy with how it's going, and we're looking forward to the next years of this and the growth.
And I think knowing that they announced that they're going to host one of these every year is going to grow Call of Duty drastically. No one's ever had that to look forward to, and this was not announced in, pretty late going into the tournament. So knowing that there's another $1 million tournament next year, all the viewers that watch, I think it's only going to grow. There's going to be so much more competition next year.
Do you think that will be your main focus, or are you still going to go to all the smaller events?
Not at all.
Oh, it's about the competition for us, pretty much. I mean, sure, we lost a big tournament, but we get to play them again, and we get to beat them, and then we can say, yeah, we beat you. So,
Cool. Any other questions for Envious? Okay. Guys, thank you very much. Congratulations.